In time's youth, Arios created the powerful man, but their greed cursed them. There was one who would mend the brokenness between men and gods, King Cade Mina. 'Twas he who pleased in Sidonia, the turbulent keeper of the waters, he who took down the prideful Minoans rightfully, led a bronze age of power and guided anew with the talisman of Athernus. He who protected his people from decades come of would-be assailants. He is the one to venture to the underworld to save Mycenae from the wayward souls who threatened it, the one to sacrifice his soul for Pragma and Agape. Thus, the story of Cade Mina, a hero to be celebrated in the pride of Mycenae.
Let us celebrate in honor of our King Cade Mina, another quest to provide us with gifts of Egypt and the far edges of earth. We wish for his fortune on his next journey, a talisman to protect our country's success. A toast for you, King.
Wondrous feasts and indulgences, served on bronze pence, our seasoned success of olives and grapes, wheat of the pyramids, jade goblets of the Yellow River, indigo cloth-covered wood of Tyrian purple. Enjoy, enjoy. Then embark onto the waters of the Aegean Sea. Make haste. Boats of strength, glide on the waters. I begin my next quest.
King Cade, do you not warn your people of ending fate? It is I, Incidona, who advocates prudence. Find strong bargaining in Egypt, yet as you leave Islan, you shall never return. Thus
Such plentiful prospers we have gained with our trade, with no help from the gods' aids. These warmongering empires blind to the peaceful prosperity. How foolish we were to sacrifice in the name of unrighteous beings. Alas, my pride is the only logic to heed.
While King Minos rules Greece, across the borders of Crete, another victimized ruler suffered.
Gods, friend or foe art thou? And Sidona, why must you let the greedful Minoa master the waves of the Aegean Sea? Why let such a country whose impious actions of pride flourish through greed and bully us? Pathetic and cowardly they spit on the dead, ignoring the true potential of bronze. Women acting as if they have complete choice. 'Tis their ignorance flurries frustration. Kairos, Athenius, Eros, and Heron, gods, I call upon thee to end the stunted growth of my people.
An agreement is made towards the distaste of the Minoa. The gods have decided to help you. To turn down such would be the ignorance of Minos himself.
my fire once used to light the torches of success, a certain act of vengeance.
But how will assurance of good be certain if we have not the favor of fate? Heron.
As the god of fate, the outcome of war welcomes you in victory.
Vital agreement from all parties, man and gods alike. But to succeed, you, Lord, must inform us on the current Minoans to be on fate's favored hand.
I obey the commands, but what of Incidona? Your timidness raises questions. What are the waters which they enslave and pollute to do?
No words can describe the anger felt to be minimized by men who have flourished through my tides. A plan towards ending the small isle of Minoa. Arios shall shake the earth with soul-seeking escape. Allow my fires to erupt through the earth and burn the sins of Minoa. Explosion, volcanic. And large waves will send a message of their end. Their reliance in my favor is too strong. Whirlpools of water will turn red, a tsunami of repentance.
Cade embarked on his journey to the enemy's land, bearing arms accompanied with his eye out for his surroundings in Minoa, the island soon to be under attack of Kyros' Inferno and Ensidonis' Sluis. Though in the process of stealing bronze, Cade did the unlawful crime of falling in love with her. Under the influence of Isidora, goddess of love, he warned the girl whose name was Aliona. His plan of vengeance directed towards the society of Minoa, the enemy. Then they parted ways.
It is now the time to attack. Men, have we not gathered enough weaponry to guarantee success? Gods, have we not provided the knowledge needed to commence the flow of destruction? And Sidona, god of water, Kairos, god of fire, Athenius, god of war, and Areos, god of earth and death, listen to my plea. These people have stolen your rightful possession of the waters in the Aegean Sea. It has come time for these people to compensate for their crimes and wrongdoings. Propel your harshest of waves to their land. Send the powerful flames of the volcano an explosion of flares. A point trembles to their island as they shudder with fear. 'Tis your bronze age to weaken the island of Crete, powerful military to overthrow the Minoans and let them be released into exile, wounded and broken.
Cade leads the winning battle of our century. He storms onto Crete with his loyal men. As seen, Cade Minas' strength is not of an average mortal man. Finally, the war has been won. Mycenae is the true state of Greece. Mycenae will be one of patriarchal rule, unlike the previous occupants. Many crops and agriculture will support this country. I foresee a nation of success.
And so forth after the great defeat of Minoa, the island of Crete now layered with the dead now buried. Thus Cade built glorious, prospering cities mainland in honor of the gods. Polius ruled by loyal patrons to the new king of Greece, Cade. Then he established the largest and final city and named it after Aethernius in Ensidana. The city contained columned buildings in a bountiful amount, working roads and passes, and was the destination of all who traveled, ruled after his most intelligent and artistic advisors. His rule had strengthened and ceased full reliance on outsiders. After, Cade went in search for the elegant beauty of Aliona. For 2 days and 2 nights he searched. On the morning of the third, Cade found her, so it was his love, dead. She had not followed his advice. He buried her at the heart of the city and wept.
Alas, gods, have you no shame? Or that love is folly but to leave a girl unwed and childless? Isidora, may I not journey to the home of Arios and receive her life? Am I not the ignorant fool? I know the consequences. The exchange for a soul to walk on earth as a mortal is to give up another.
Cade, don't be so quick to sacrifice. The moment you reach your hand down for this girl's soul, your own will be exchanged in her place. Your people distraught with grief, such a young leader doomed to stay with Arios.
I am humbled by your gracious warning, but I must, with this heavy heart. How can I be a proper leader for Mycenae? And as for protection when I'm gone, I will seek the talisman of Aethernius.
Kairos. In Sedona, despite what this quest entails, it is well thought out. Therefore, Cade, I must tell you about the talisman that is in the Euphrates. In Sedona will keep the waters calm when you arrive, but take care. As for your quest for the girl, you must speak with Arios.
By Mycenae to uphold this deal. And then it's just me. And Cade's mind came back to the present. He ventured on his dangerous quest alone.
Okay, good. That's
Okay. Take it slow, and then we're gonna slow this clip even more. Yeah, we're done.
Ancestors, Cade, 'tis your lineage is our connection. We are the souls of the departed. Cade, ancestors, I offer libations in return for guidance. Let me venture into Absidal meadows of shadows. My lover Aliona waits for me. Ancestors, so we venture through the 5 rivers towards Absidal. Souls,
You have to face the other way now.
souls that did not commit crimes, but were not heroes, where even the ordinary and noble can blend. We are here at last. Cade, I see a shadow adorned with bronze and gems, a shadow of nobility. 'Tis my love, Aliona.
Okay, stop filming.
Why are you here? What is of your country if you are gone? Cade, I've come to tell you return to earth as a mortal, to fulfill your life as a wife and mother. Aliona, don't you realize the fatal consequences of your presence in this hour? One soul must stay if another is to leave. Cade, but it is not a tragedy. I will live a life in peace of Iselin, a talisman to protect my nation. Venture back to Mycenae and tell my people my blissful end. Let us kiss and to exchange souls.
I am now at the capital of Mycenae. Citizens, I have news. Why should we listen to a girl? Don't interfere with such trivial matters. You, Carolyn. The reason is the news of the king, Cade Mina. He is dead. He lives in the Elysium now, the afterlife of heroes in paradise. That is impossible. Tell us, how did he perish? Should we not build a temple in honor of him? It is the greatest achievement for a mortal. Everyone look up. Lower a bit. Okay. Pan to the camera. Go closer to the camera. If you're walking. Okay, stop. Then, people of Mycenae, I will tell you the story of your glorious king. In times youth. ... Okay. Yay!